Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It is of course day 3 of the video where we take 5 players 18 and under, potential Wonderkids from each nation. Now today we're on Brazil. Of course we have done a couple already previously. We have done Belgium and we have done Spain. Hopefully you can go back and watch them if you have time. If not, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And again, as I say in each episode, there will be no mainstream players. There will be no players you maybe expect to see here. Of course, you might know a few here and there, but there will be no people like Gabriel Barbosa, Gerson, Robert, Malcolm in this video today. You will not see them because they are far too well known. We try to stick to players that might not be used as often and possibly players that are not actually known. So here we go, let's get into today. It's Brazil. Let's get into the list. So first up is a striker, goes by the name of Luis Henrique. He plays for Botafogo in the under-20 side in Brazil, of course. He is not capped at any youth level. Valued at £525,000, he is on £3,400 per week. He's pretty decent stat-wise if you have a look over here. He plays as a striker, so technically he's got really good, a lot of 13s in there, including dribbling, finishing, first touch, heading, penalty taking technique, and 12 for passing. Mentally he is rather good as well. Anticipation of 13 as well as composure. A few 12s in there again. Concentration, determination, off the ball, positioning, teamwork, work rate, all 12. Physically he is pretty good also. Natural fitness 13 along with acceleration of 13 and strength of 13. Pace lets him down a bit, only 10, but that is something you can work on for a guy that is only 17 years old. He's left footed and he is a good, well-rounded striker. Might struggle to get him away from Botafogo. I believe players cannot leave South America until they're 18. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. I haven't played or signed players from there in quite a while. But first up in the list today is Luis Henrique of Botafogo. Next up is Bruno Gomes, a striker from Internacional, formerly of Deportivo Brazil, who are known to produce a few good youngsters, notably Lucas Evangelista of Udinese. But number 28, Bruno Gomes, is who we're showcasing today. He is 18 years old, valued at £475,000. He is on £1,400 per week, has a £6.5 million release clause. Now this guy has been linked with a lot of European teams in the last 2 years. Stat-wise in Football Manager, you can see why. He is pretty decent. He's a right-footed striker, likes to shoot from distance. Technically, he's got finishing 14. You can really use that and exploit that and really work on that as a starting block for this striker. 12s for dribbling, heading, long shots, and 13 for penalty taking. Mentally, he's pretty decent. A few 12s and 13s in there, including anticipation, composure, concentration, determination, flair. Off the ball is 14 and 12 for work rate and team work. Physically, it's probably the best area of his game to start with. Acceleration 14, pace of 13, strength of 13, which is pretty good for a young lad. Up top, stamina of 12, agility is also 12 and 13 for balance. A striker that looks really, really good. Someone that could really score you a lot of goals and you should look to use, because I don't think many people use him. In fact, I was going as far as saying I've never ever seen one person in the community ever use him on Football Manager. So check him out, Bruno Gomes of Internacional. Now in this list of top 5 Brazilians aged 18 or under, this guy is probably the most known out of the 5, due to the fact that he's recently joined Hoffenheim. Now had he not joined Hoffenheim, you probably wouldn't have found him as easy as last club. It's Jolinton, the number 41, now playing in Germany. Valued at £1.2 million, he's on £6,000 per week, which is a lot more than you expect an 18-year-old to be on, especially at a club of Hoffenheim's stature. He is a right-footed striker who is balanced personality, and he's got some pretty damn good stats. In particular, physically, he looks really good. Acceleration 14. 14's in the area of jumping, reach and balance also. Pace of 17. Absolutely electric along with that acceleration of 14. Strength is 13, so he can definitely hold his own up top. Mentally, very, very good. A lot of 12s, 13s and 14s, including anticipation, bravery, determination, flair, off the ball, teamwork, vision and work rate. And he doesn't let you down technically either. 12 for dribbling, 13 for finishing, 14 for first touch. Heading is 11, penalty taking 12, 11, passing 12, and technique is 13. He's a real solid player, one that you should keep an eye on. You might not be able to get him straight away, but you should keep an eye on his progress in Germany at Hoffenheim and maybe look to sign him in the future. Fourth in the list is a player not long ago signed by Liverpool, the number 28 Alan. He is back out on loan away from Liverpool due to work permit issues, I believe. He's a young Brazilian, 18 years old, left-footed, 215,000 value. Liverpool, of course, paying all his wage. He is on loan, so you won't be able to get him straight away. He's left-footed, balanced, and a young midfielder. Plays defensively, that is the best side of his game. Now, granted, looking at his attributes, guys, he does not look world-class. But on games in Football Manager, I've seen him go on and become really, really solid. I'm not saying he'll be a top player, but depending on what level, he could be really good for you. Physically, he is pretty damn poor, I admit. Pace of 12, acceleration of 11, along with agility 11 and stamina 11. Mentally, he's okay. A lot of 11s plus, a couple of 12s and 13s in there, including composure, flair, positioning, teamwork, and vision. His determination is 11 also. Technically, he's probably the best area of his game. Corners 12, crossing and dribbling of 11, first touch, free kick taking also 11, as is marking and technique. Passing 13, which could come in real handy. 12 for tackling, and 12 for long shots. Again, guys, probably one of the worst we have showcased in all of the episodes so far from each country, but that does not mean he can go on to become something pretty damn good at a reasonably good level. The final player on the Brazilian shortlist is 18-year-old with a 2.5 million release clause, João Pedro, the right wing back from Palmeiras. Not capped at youth international level, he is balanced and plays right-footed only. £500 per week wage, £325,000 value. Someone again that reminds me of Emeterio from Spain that we showcased in the last episode. Got really good building blocks to go on to become a top fullback. Now again, I'll say it, I like a Leighton Baines type fullback. I like a fullback that can cross, dribble, has pace, stamina, acceleration. Can get up and down that field all day long, whilst putting in good quality crosses and has a decent bit of dribbling. Now this guy has it. This guy could go on and become a real world-class, I'm going to say it, world-class full-back. Technically, crossing of 12, 13, dribbling of 12, first touch 12, finishing amazingly and remarkably is 11 for a full-back. Jesus. Get him through one-on-one and who knows, with that composure of 13 you never know. Marking 14, good for a fullback. Passing 13. Tackling 12. Technique 13. Excellent technically. Mentally he is real good. Got a bit of an aggressive streak about him on 16. Anticipation 13. 13 for composure, concentration and decision making. Determination a little bit low, could be a little bit higher, but that is not the be all and end all. Flair 12, off the ball 13, teamwork 13, work rate 13. He is going to be top dollar, this player. Physically, acceleration 15, 15 also for pace, stamina, strength lets him down. He's a fullback. They're not the strongest of players in general circumstances. Jumping reach is 10, balance is 9, also not very good. But overall, this guy, for me, he has got world class all over him and oozes big time potential. João Pedro. Again, guys, thank you for checking out the third episode of the 5 Wonderkids from each national base, national country, 18 or under. Today we've done Brazil, previously we've done Spain and Belgium. We're moving on to the next country, which will be Argentina. Thank you for checking them out. Check out the previous ones, check out tomorrow's one and the future week's episodes. And thank you, and do not forget to subscribe to the Football Manager WizKids YouTube channel, and I'll see you again very soon.